Okay, I'm here. There's a 20-second delay in what I'm doing, but here we go. Waiting for some to jump on. I don't know if they are going to jump on. Meanwhile, I'll be showing you what I've been thinking of. Um, let's try to show you everything I got going on over here. So this is plug, and although it's very interesting, it's not what I was looking at. What I was looking at are these weird companies on the side over here. This specific company, and I put my sound down as well. I'm going to start off with what happened today. I'm not going to start off with what happened today. I'm going to say that what I heard today was that you shouldn't be looking out into the market, into the news and all these kind of things to find out where you should go. You should be trying to discover what it is that you want to do with your money. Like, what is it that you want to promote? What is it that you want to engage against or for, whatever it is, whatever which way you want to go. What do you want to do? So, us as traders, we got to try to figure out every single stock that's available to us so we can see every instrument, so we can see what's the level, or how many things can we make money from. So this is Finviz, a beautiful website. It has a lot of information that you can export if you pay it, but obviously nobody's going to pay anything right now. So I give it, a value that I want, and I try to find out what that is. This is Warren Buffett always says that he doesn't do anything that isn't a debt to equity under 5.0. So that's one of my main things, to look for companies that I want to think about, for maybe longer term holds, or buying their stocks when they're penny stock. Because I've been thinking about these penny stocks, and maybe there are some penny stocks out there that could be good, and that's how I'll grow, very small, but my little increments in stocks. I don't have to stress the big games. So all of these are small caps. That's something that I'm just noticing things about. I'm trying to find out what common ground they have. So when I look at this, I look at their market cap, and I'm like, oh, okay, all these companies happen to be small companies. The price happens to be low. That's pretty good. But it has a low debt to equity. That means that they're supposed to be gaining more money than they're losing, which is fucking great, right? That's what we always want, and at a very low amount. Oversold on the RSI means it's low on the chart, so it's probably bound to jump up again soon. That's what I'm thinking. There's still so many other things that I could do, but that's what I'm thinking. So I've been looking through a couple of them. This is what I found for which one did I click in? The NASDAQ. The NASDAQ obviously has been gaining a lot of traction all this time. And yesterday I had realized I had heard what the NASDAQ was. I don't think it's weird like the Dow Jones. So let's look at these here and see what else I can find out from this information here. PE is low. This is very high. EPS, earnings per share this year, and they've gained this much, which is great, right? 2.9. This one is lost. 3.49. Look at the volume on that. That was another thing that I put. A lot of volume to see what's moving. 48 cents. I like this. Givo, specialty chemicals. I was thinking that chemicals, I don't think chemicals are suffering right now, but we're gonna give it a quick look see. Advaxis, another one that's sales past 5 years. Look at this, 83%. EPS past 5 years has been good. This year alone has been pretty damn high. It's at 53. It has pretty normal volume. I guess I had put over 500K, so that's like my lower bar. But I mean, look, all this is in the green. What is this? Price per share? Price to share? Price, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a quick look. See here on the Nasdaq. I don't know why the Nasdaq has been gaining so much. When I looked at it earlier on the NYSE, it was not so. And these look way better. Plus, you can see that here in May and June, they grew. They've still been going through the biotechnology. Of course, they've been going through all this COVID bullshit. This here too. Pharmaceuticals. Notice these are all pharmaceuticals. I guess the Nasdaq has a lot of pharmaceuticals and tech. This is crazy. I don't like that. This is more normal. Drug manufacturers. You know, I can't say no. I can't be hypocritical. But the truth is that, look at this. Earnings per share this year. FD. Oh, these are one of those that blew up out of nowhere. Moleculin. Sea change? Where have I seen that? I think one of the boys told me something about that. Hello. This one's pretty interesting. It just had a drop recently, but maybe there's some news on it. Chiasma. Chiasma earnings this year has been low. The price is 465. It has high volume. Maybe I can get a good option on this. Calithera. This has been growing a little bit more during the pandemic. So it's 524. Maybe there are options on this too. Airy, what is this? Energy recovery, pollution, and treatment control. This is where I'm saying you got to decide what you want to do with your money. Do I like that idea, pollution and treatment controls? Yeah, that's me right there. Biosig technologies, medical devices. Oh, look at the EPS this year. That's another thing that I like about these things. There's so much bad news on them because everybody's fighting them and screaming out America and all that bullshit. So all these things that are actually doing good right now are going to be suffering a little bit more, or maybe they'll be gaining a little bit, but not as much as everybody else because everybody keeps fighting them. But one day these things are going to blow up. One day they'll have this opportunity, like EPS next year. So it's already expected that they're going to grow right here, 110% insanity. That's insanity. So they expect that forward PE is 14, but price to earnings is 44. I think that's very high. And it's like 44 and it's not solid, it's not moving. Okay, I'm gonna look. I think I already did pick it. Okay. So that was looking at it from the screener, right? So I'm checking out the screener now. Geo, basic materials. I was looking at, it's specialty chemicals. Debt equity is low. 0.23. I have put 0.550. Okay. Performance this week, performance this month, performance this quarter. Horrendous. What the hell is this? This is horrendous. Change 39. In September of 18, it was changed to a buy, and it hasn't changed since. SMA, the simple moving average, 20 is down. Periods is down, and a 50 periods is down. Damn, it is down all the way. So if I look at this chart, where it is, super down. Then COVID comes. Apart from the fact that it's been falling for a while, COVID comes, starts to bounce up. They probably were like, oh, we came up with a vaccine. And then everybody's like, no, you didn't. Boom, fell. Let's not even waste our time with how many we have, you know? You see this? It's already giving you like it changed, right? So this was the trend that was happening. and it changed, and then it farted on that all the way down. No fucking, nothing there. Performances are low. Does it look like it has a trend? It is low on the RSI, that's why. It has earnings on June 11th. That means it already did earnings. Current ratio, debt to equity, no debt, okay. Overweight, buy. What price was it at? This is on the daily chart. Let's look at the monthly chart. 450, 600, 500, sorry, $500 is bitch out. What is that about? How is that even possible? I mean, healthcare, biotechnology. A lot of volume, but still stays down here. Obviously, based on price, has the capability of going back to wherever it was. This right here is a couple of peaks. One, you know, technically this is lower, you know. It's a low market cap. Income is negative 34. I don't know how you can work with negative $34.20 million. Short return on investment is no good. Now, what do we have for news? Advances to be featured and grand. What was that? Okay. Worried about that. Of course, 30 something. We're worried about the cash burn rate. $34 million these people are losing a year. Biotechnology. Difficult. Not worth checking out. Okay. What does this tell us here? This has been the last trend, I guess. Performed better in the quarter than it did throughout all this time. It's low, yeah. It's not as low as it's ever been, you know. It's not bad. It's not a great sign. In July, it came down. Let's look at when stuff like that happens. We just gotta look at the news. June 25th, announced a distribution agreement with Megafarm to commercialize in Israel and the Palestine. Oh, but this is outside of the U.S. What is this? Altenas and Taurus. Okay, I mean. I don't want to, you know, I hate to say this, but I'm sticking American right now for stocks because everything else is a little too unsure. I was able to make some money off the K-Talk, but I took my gains and I just rolled out because I don't know what's happening over there. Look at this. This is a squeeze. What is this? Sonara? That name sounds pretty outside there too. May 27th. This hasn't had a lot of good news. And in May, it just, yeah, this shows that it's just been, you know, everybody's just waiting to see what happens. We have a breakout here. What's going on here? Still has a big chance of falling. Look at the low debt, low on the RSI, but not super low. Doing a little better than the last one, but not great. Downgraded a couple times. Doing better than it was 5 years ago. Not a good return on investment at all. I don't know what this means. What, 220% from its low? Right. because it was at zero or something, and it's at $202.20. It literally says 220%. That's funny. The math right there. It was less than a dollar. It was okay. So yeah, that's pretty good. It's up, but it also has all of that to fall. You know what I mean? This happened. Why? What happened here? This was in the beginning of the year. Some random ass shit happened. We can see what happens. No. Private placement of 28 potential proceeds of 70 million. 70 million on 127. What? No, no, no. Let's move on with ourselves here. I don't know what's going to happen there. You know, that one is so shocking to me that I'm actually going to find out what the hell I can do about it. Okay, I'm actually going to look at that one. Look at this climb down. There is definitely a chance that this shit can go to zero. And if it can go to zero, I need to check something really quick. Look at this here. Tell me what you just keep looking at it. See what you see. Oh snap. Of course, it's already like in the $2 range, and it's from here. It is called Savara Clinical Stage Specialty Pharmaceutical Company, which engages in development and commercialization of novel therapies for the treatment of serious life-threatening rare respiratory diseases. So specifically what's happening in COVID, no, they would have some sort of thing in COVID because of the respiratory problem. Wouldn't they? It's apparently not seeming that way at all. They had some sort of jump up because of some news. I don't know why it's saying headlines for it, but it doesn't work. This is the VWAP. VWAP trading on 15 minutes. You know, it's way lower, but it's been trading lower constantly. Zoom, zoom, never really jumped up over it. Maybe jumped up here. Oh, it's gonna happen. Nope, it ain't gonna happen. Oh, maybe. Nope. All the way down. One time it jumped up here, still negative. When it jumps up, oh shit, and it's red, and then it comes down. This is green, but it didn't gap up over it. And it closed outside of it. So it opened up here, closed here, and then gapped down and went in. What is this, days? This is 15 minutes. What I was looking at is the options on it, and I'll show you here. I'm gonna take the VWAP here. Bollinger Bands say that it's probably going to be around 224 and 217. Absolutely nothing involved there. This is saying that it's on its way up. This is a 20-day moving average, I think. If I put the volume, what's happening here? Sorry, not volume. What the hell? Moving averages. section all the way down. This is the 50 moving average and the 200 moving average. The blue is the 50. Moving through, that's on the 15. Looking at it over here on the daily. Look at that. Touch the 200. Surpassed. Right here is a crossover. It was under for a while. It stayed up. Not trading too far off of it, staying real tight to it. There's not a lot of confidence, obviously. That's what I'm seeing there. When has this been going on? Since April? But what happened here? This is on the day. Oh, this is last year. Okay, realistic. Come over here, and in the beginning of the year, it had some crazy ass noise. Noise. So if I'm looking at these options, I'm seeing these options are cheap as shit. Oh, the puts aren't that cheap, obviously. The ones that are in the money. 250 put for $10, but July 17th, and it's at 221. I don't get it. Why is it at $1? How many of these are there? Nobody has it. July 17th. August. I'll show you. Puts. There it is, $50. That's what it's worth. February 19, 2021, 2.5. Why is it worth $1? Because nobody's got it. Oh, does nobody have it? Why is volume 2 if nobody's supposed to have it? The next bid is 480. Obviously, I'm not going to pay that much money. It's not going to happen. So I think that shit's going to fall. But you know, it's trading in too tight a range to be able to say that anybody believes in this. This was some bullshit, and they took profit immediately, and they never brought it back up. That it came from the down, you know. Here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of actually putting money on it, I'm going to. Ooh, a big storm is coming right outside my window. Here's what I do. When I really want to do something in it, come over here, paper trade. What was the name of it? It was let's say so shit, 220 something. You know, for sure it's gonna come down a little bit, but maybe not. Look at this here. This is saying it's definitely gonna come down a little bit more. Maybe not, because this is so, I've never seen this ever. I've always seen you know, a little bit more of a stair step. Look at the differences here. This is crazy. It's on the daily chart too. It might just test right there and bounce. I don't know, maybe we can figure out something a little bit closer. It's already. It says here that it has the capability of jumping up, but you know, this hasn't gone too far. This has been happening a long ass time, and this just started. So if it goes up, it'll probably go up a little bit, and then keep going back down, and keep going back down. So I'm gonna be sure about it, and it's at 221 right now. I'm pretty damn sure that it'll bounce up a little bit more, but yeah, maybe I don't play with it. Where is it at right now? What does it say for the time? Where's it at? Log in. trying to make me remember my password and shit. No time to save data now. I want to see what's going on. $21.90. It was at 22. 21. 21.19. 231. Everybody wants to buy it then. No. All right. 231. Just because of that one thing, is that crazy? I wish somebody could be able to tell me that that's crazy or not. But I see that order there. That one guy made a huge order at that point. So that means that when it gets there again, he's probably going to sell and I'll be able to buy it at that point for sure. I'll definitely be able to get a price at that point. Am I wrong about that? I don't know. I really need somebody to tell me. So at 231, I'm going to sell. I'm going to believe in myself here. 231 GTC. Yeah, go crazy. Make this shit work for me. Look, I already failed at this one. This one hasn't come in yet. Oh man, the storm is gonna be serious. Oh, it's beautiful too outside. Gorgeous. Okay. All right, so that was that one, and I'll have my play for that one. That's what I did there. Let's move on to the next one. That was for SBRA. Chiasma. Chiasma. This is, this has been going up since March, which is great. I think it's following the market in the sense of moving up, all about technology. But then we have this breakout point. Plus, it's already 3-2. Look at this. It dropped all the way down here. That's insanity. I kind of want to look at this, see what the hell happened. Still on its fall. There's no, but it has a high chance of coming back up. And its normal rate is at 6. No, that's not its normal rate, excuse me. Let me do a little. This is sort of focus too much on that. A couple days of it. Foolish me. I am not very good at keeping up. CHMA. Since Trump was being president. Okay. 2016, it was worth $17. It opened at 19 and it closed at 19. Damn, it had dropped $2 that day. How many times has this price closed higher than the first price? Never again. since that time, which we can probably see right here, since 2016. You know, I can obviously just put this here. Since 2016, it used to be up here, $30 range. So it's not like one of those crazy stocks, which is nice. Better than the bullshit we're watching, but if the moving average is not having more, this is the amount of time that the moving averages come from, which is great to understand. Okay. Oh, I think it's time for me. It started in that time. Shares were announced as public offering at 7 million common stock 11 hours ago. What is this? 7 million of common stock and pre-funded warrants. That's the second time I hear the word warrants today. I never heard that before. Apparently they're like options, but it's only for one stock at a certain price. Warrants. Oh, it's one of those that has a lot of craziness. Okay, there's a lot of craziness happening with the price here, so that's pretty cool. The 16 goes down here. Fell a lot. Some bullshit must have happened little by little. And then, so we're gonna do a big line over here. This is how low it has gone before. So this is where I'm going to do it just because I'm doing an overall thing. Right now, this is just a test to see what's happening here. That's why you can't do it there again. Is that how it works? No, because the average hasn't been out like that. This is like you know, this is as far as it can go on the scale. It does look sort of up. I'm seeing an uptrend, and if I want to put it around the same range up here, I'll put it right here. This is an uptrend, or somewhat of an uptrend. An alligator mouth or a duck mouth or whatever animation you want to talk about. But, you know, it's trading in a big ass range. And it's still trading up here. It had the chance of coming all the way down, and it didn't. It could have come all the way down here. So I'm going to put this as the big kahunas. Obviously, we'll go in a little bit more. What is this? Since this is 19, okay, fine. A little bit more. We'll paint it a different color. And we'll say that it's from right here to right here. Mira esa diferencia. Okay, and then this is what we're doing from around here. It's going to be something low over here. Whatever's happening down here, right? Because everything always has a correlate. And look at the drop down here, finding, you know, a brother or, you know, a twin in time over here, or, you know, an echo of whatever was going on over here happening back over here. It has this drop, so we have to account for that drop. That's going on a deeper scale even. We're gonna have to paint that. Another one of those. Somewhere around there. Dog stuck past that line. And it said, no, you've gone too far for the past, I don't know how long. All these lines will eventually tell you a little story that will just confuse the crap out of you once you think you figured it out. Right now, it's still, even in all of that, trading in an up range, and it's at 465. This is great for an option. CHMA. This is great for me for an option. There it is. Options. July 17 is too close. Look at how expensive they become. A call. I definitely feel like it's gonna go up. There's no reason why. I don't see. It excites me because you still see up ranges through everything. Now I'll go in a little bit deeper and see what's happening, but this is as much as it can do. This is a big ass difference. Maybe even here, it's a huge difference. Okay, so I guess I would have to try to figure out in August how far I could go. I would need a little more consolidation. It hit that line and just started bouncing up on the 45-minute random ass chart. It's telling me that it's falling down. And even in that falling down, it came back up, it fell horrendously, and then came back up again and stayed up here. I wonder what tomorrow's gonna. Was it tomorrow? So I'm gonna have to actually wait a little bit on this. I don't know if this is good news, but it happened 11 hours ago. So, what do you think? This is undoubtable. You know what I mean? Like, come on, please. But then this is even in that range. Let's do it a little bit deeper. Let's see what goes on. Over here, I want to see what's happening here. Yeah, it broke too much already, so there's no way of knowing what's going to happen. But this is a support line, a resistance line, sorry. It'll come up here. One more line, just to put all the colors there to confuse the crap out of you, the viewer. I don't want to get rid of this just yet, but let's put it a little bit. I will get rid of this. It had no problem falling in the past couple of days. Why? June 26th. Halt. Everybody got scared. Boom. That's good. So there was a little bit of fear, and there's a lot of people who are going into it. Buy when people are afraid. This is exactly what I believe is the definition. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Somebody's gonna be like, "You're perverting," but this is what I think is happening. So I might even buy, since I only have a small account, I might even buy 2 or 5 of these stocks instead of 4, $20. It's not a bad deal. And I don't have to wait. I don't think I would have to wait. No. Let me see what it's at the lowest part, and it would be traveling up here like that. September, October. Expect it to be like 6 or 5 at 70. You see, I'm not the only one thinking the same thing. Open interest. A lot of people believe the same thing I'm thinking, apparently. But a lot of people would rather buy it at 25. And I totally agree with them on that price. It's at 52 Delta. So $70 is a little too expensive right now. August. That's what I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about November. October, $5. Look how expensive that is. People do like that shit. Somebody's trying to buy it at 25. This is what I'm gonna say to do too, because every single thing will lose value. It doesn't matter. Everything you have will lose value at some point. So you might as well buy it at the lowest point possible. If you can get at the lowest point possible, the gains are going to be unbelievable no matter what. That's a double-edged sword because you buy it cheap and it's cheap for a reason. You know what I mean? But I've noticed that no matter what you buy, no matter how good it is in the long run, it always falls quite a damn bit. So, I'm gonna damn change to rain here quick. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't go for such a low price like I always do, which is gonna be $5 and all that. I'm gonna join this guy in the $20 range. I'm gonna get two. I'm down for $20. October 16th. I'm actually saying that in October it'll be past that $5. I can only hope that there's a market rally to take this up. This is health technology, so that's why I'm going to keep it low and keep my risk low, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's just I'm going to do a whole bunch of them. There it is, Chima. Maybe I do a Chima. Maybe I do a Chima stock. I don't know. Okay, that's Chima. Thank you. Calithera Bioscience. That's good. This is great. This green here, it's been moving up and down. Why is it going down in value, but it's still going from neutral to buy? All right, because people are starting to, they're believing it's a good value at a lower price. What's this? Why is this in the middle? Market cap, sales, no dividend, 93 employees. Okay, but what's the income? -90. This is another one that, double top this says. Yeah, but whatever. It topped and then it went down, so after your double top bullshit. And over here it's breaking out. I did better this quarter because it's a bioscience. I think that maybe I can do one more. New employment inducement grants on the rule. They were doing quite a bit back then, and all of a sudden they're not doing so much. So that's kind of cool. As a stock, well, how much is it? It's at 524. It's too expensive for me to buy, like 100 shares or whatever. So to believe in it, maybe at 524, maybe I could find an option on it. What was it that I wanted to do? I liked that last one. What was the last one? Damn. CH or whatever. So I come over here to my app. Chima. Why can't I see it here? It wasn't able to. Chima. $468. And where's it at? 464. Why would I buy it higher than where it's at already? What did we say Chima was gonna do? Oh yeah, Chima's is going through this bullshit. So I'm just gonna buy that market. I'm not even gonna question whatever it is. Yeah, I know that I can't buy it ahead of time, but just fucking place it, bro. I believe in it. I believe in it. There it is. Just buy it at the market. I don't care what number it is. Bring it up. 100 of those, 500 of them. Boom, let's do it. Okay, right. So there's how I just bought 500 of those. Kala. you've been doing your whole life? You've been around since 2015. You're new. You haven't really done too much here. Mm. You don't have a good outlook either on the long term, right? This is not what's happening on the long term. Like another health. I don't even want to do another health. How about that? That's too much. It's too much of the same industry, and I get that they're all following their own thing, but this one's showing that and it was going on a downtrend for the most part, and then it started shooting up. Energy recovery, right? The pollution and all that bullshit. Okay. Ads well done in your face. Nice. Oh my God. That's great. That's more income than I think I'll ever get in my entire life. So you know what? That's fucking great. Awesome. Quick ratio, no debt, no debt in any way. I don't this is too good to be true. Low on its 20, that's okay. Low on all of them. I'm gonna say that's okay right now. Nice. Gross margin. Next year is gonna do great. This year it only did half bad. Expected only to go 20 years. I mean 20%. That's a little weird to me. What next year is gonna kick ass, but then it's gonna slowly die out. EPS is 70% of quarter to quarter. Quarterly earnings growth. Yeah, everybody's going through some shit right now, I guess. What is this? Insider transactions. Everybody's been negative about it within their own company. You know, that is good enough to say no. All of this should say no. 55% 6 months change in inside ownership. What the hell does that mean? And it's at 701. Look, it's doing the same thing that the other one did. What? These are all on the NASDAQ too. Maybe the NASDAQ brought the price down, which means that it could bring the price up. Is that possible? Well, okay, let's look at it and see what happens. Energy recovery, so it's pollution, stuff like that. 701. That's a good number. It's not a bad number. We've been around since 2009. Interesting. Let's see. Obama was not great to you. Ooh, hey, Trump comes around. Ooh, look at this. This is actually pretty good. I don't understand why it's kind of signaling a down. I guess everybody came up here and then they just sold. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 1, really. No, 1, 2. Same thing happened here again. People brought it up and then everybody took it. So let's do this on the biggest scale possible, but close range. It's on the monthly, okay? This is a good amount of time that we have here, August 21. There's a lot of energy recovery opportunity. So that's the big boys. Where are we at on the monthly over here? I mean, on the daily. This is March. The recovery wasn't the same for them, but it's still going up little by little. And then suddenly, yesterday, it must have been everybody selling. My God, but it sold off like crazy. Does this mean anything? I don't know if this means anything in the. It's still bullish. Even if this happened, that just means that this is getting cheap. This is another line right here. If it breaks that line, we're pretty fucked. This is showing that it's going down. It's not strong though. It's the chance of change. Interesante. If it was here, you'd be like, oh, okay, it still has an opportunity. But since this happened, we don't know what's gonna happen. And it's just like the other one. So what's up with this? What can I do with this? Eddie, if only you knew how much I missed. Let's see, November. Let's go as far out as possible on this. They're pretty expensive. This is multiples. So it would be $118, $235. I don't got that kind of money. I don't know why this is so much money. I guess somebody just wants to sell it for that price. Somebody's trying to sell it at 430. 120 of them. Bro, this guy made a really bad decision. I don't know what happened here. This is too much, but they're still so far out. What's the problem? Hold your ground, bro. Let's see here. 10-ish. Wow, 11-ish by October. 7.5 minutes at 7. That's obviously right fucking there. So with the amount of time that it has and how close it is, it's really, this one would be, this is great to buy. This is like I would not buy this for this price. I can't right now. If I had the money, I definitely would get one or whatever, 20 if I could. So I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna do my thing, which is low volatility. People are trying to sell this. People trying to get out of this. Energy recovery. People trying to get out of this. Producer manufacturing. Can we see some news? Downgrade. I should have looked at this. I should have looked at this before. A lot of shit happening here. Energy recovery. Just missed earnings. What do you mean they rose? It came up here, 6% on the 30th, and then everybody was like, oh my God, I need to take my fucking money and ride. Boom. They made it real cheap. Not super cheap. Big drop here just because we're looking at it on the daily. Look at that. We're choppy. I'm going to trade with the trend. And I'm just going to look at this here and be like, do the same thing I always do, Look, people are trying to buy that 20. Good. Buy that 20. I get two at 20, $40. See what happens. And then, of course, since I'm balling over here, all my money I got over here. What we have here is still have a chance of falling, man. I'm gonna buy it around 683. 683. 683. 683. Not a lot of support for 683. 699 seems to be a lot of support. I think this is healthy. 699, and it's at 7. Where is it? It's at 701. 702. No, there's no reason for that. 690. More people are gonna buy it at 699. You know what I mean? 698. You know what? 698. I'll buy it at 698, and whatever, bro. Whatever. I got all the money in the world. $3,000. Whatever. No big deal. There you go. Limit price is 698. I'll buy it tomorrow when it goes in for sure because I'm a fucking gangster. This is my gangster play right here. That's what 333 Gs. No trouble. Okay, that's Jasmine. No, I was Eddie, right? Oh, look at Jasmine. Okay. Eddie, don't do me wrong. Okay. Now we're in the nice stocks. Everything that we're looking at before was just a Nasdaq. Is just a nice now. Nice. Drops here. Okay. This is doing the exact same thing, but it has a down thing. Since we've already looked at a couple, I would like to look at financials because I want to understand the sector a little bit. It's expected to grow. It's like the other one. It's making money. Oh, it's making good money. Oh, market cap a little bit higher. Oh, no. Everybody feeling a little negative about it. Financials don't seem to be doing well, but we know that they're getting pumped. Even though they're getting pumped, this is happening. So no point in getting something that automatically looks bad. This, what does this mean? Oil, that's right, oil. I hate oil right now. I have no idea how to trade it. Look at that income. Oh, why are they putting 1250 million? You know damn well that's a fucking $1 billion. No, fuck oil. Arcus, biosciences, healthcare, income negative 94. Oh, these are those little pump things. This is a pump thing, right? This is a pump thing. People, anybody? Nobody? Who in the world would be able to explain to me what this company is? This is bullshit, though. These are all like propaganda questions, bro. When did Arcus begin? What we got here? Oh, monthly. We don't have much information going on here. I already saw that. But on the daily, what's happening here? On the daily, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. And then we can do this. And we can do this. What is this? What does that mean? Should I put it there? No. This is the average. Well, one of those wedges. It's still technically a trend, right? I'm gonna look at my own averages real quick. Yeah. So it's starting to trend under the 50, but not under the 200. So on a shorter term, it is on the lower side. What if I started including things from in between? This right here would probably be It's at $23. What can I do with a stock that's at $23? It's too expensive for me, bro. Why am I even looking at this? What is function? Oh, that's right. I'm rich as fuck. I can buy whatever I want. Okay. It says options. Sometimes, the more expensive it is, the actual value that it has. So it gets a lot more expensive. $23 if I want to see. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, but the closer in time, the more expensive it is. Do I believe that it's going to have some sort of craziness happening anytime soon? No. But maybe retest somewhere around here. And what is this? I think I would have to watch this for a little bit longer because it's not in any range that I understand just yet. And I am rich, but I don't want to throw any. I'd rather trade like if I am truly out of this. So even if I'm rich, I'm just gonna watch this a little bit. So I'll put this. What do you mean I can't make any more? Red list? Oh, cool. I can just take all this crap out. Red list. Add symbol. Was it this one? No. Because I am not ever really gonna look back on these videos. Remind myself to check this. And what do I consider to be a breakout point? I kind of like, I don't know how I'm going to remind myself to look at this, but whatever. Let's move on. We're almost done. We're actually done here. MC Moelis, another financial company. This is good. This is no good. This is trading in a range. This is actually pretty nice, 3062. Maybe we'll do some real trading with this. This is like real big boy trading now. I'm not used to this. I don't do this, but we can do it. Edit transparency. Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner gain momentum on social media. Who the fuck is this? Oh, these are probably the people who finance the company. They're supposed to be doing good they have been doing good. They did bad this year. They're gonna do better next year. And in the past 5 years, the next 5 years is gonna be -4%. That's actually pretty good. That's great. From its lows, it's up pretty, and from its high, it's not that up. That's not that low. Yeah, right. It's trading in the middle. Anything else I should know here? Oh, insider trading. This whole time it's been here. Oh, May 27 was the last one. And the guy did, what does a sale mean? Did he buy it or did he sell it? Whatever, bro. I don't know what you people are doing with your own company. Okay, so let's look at this. MC. Is that just it? MC? No? MC. MC Moelis and Company. Moelis, how long have you been around? You've been around for 15, since 15, since 14, okay. Mm-hmm. When you're too confused, you take everything out. What have you been doing here, my This is your low. You tested it a couple times too. $22 is the low? What the? This is a great start. Damn, is this shit possible? Line. Look at that, almost fucking on point. Came here and tested it. The lowest low. That's awesome. I'm gonna make it a little thicker so I know. Okay. You know, it kind of is moving like the market did. So we're gonna do a retracement on it. See what happened here. Came back up and tapped. Do one more time and then did it one more time recently, and then it fell under again. This is where it's at because that's where it fell. You do it from the lowest low to the highest high behind it. It's a retracement. So it's going to be trading in this range, or it's going to lose all of its value and trade underneath that low low. $67. Can you imagine $67 from 20? That's unbelievable. 39 and 22. Let's go a little deeper so we can see how it's been trading since year to date on the daily scale. There's another little retracement here that we can focus on. Notice that the lowest it went down was during the market fall. So it fell to the lowest low during the market fall. That it knows, you know. Low, low, low. And now it's trending in that same little thing. Coming right back down. What does that right back down mean? I'm gonna get rid of this big one because you can see that this one works a little bit better for what's happening now. What is this? What does this mean? Should I put it there or should it be breaking out right there? Oh, man, it broke out a little bit. Excitement, misunderstandings. That looks like an up, you know? And what if I come over here and I'm like, oh, it still looks like an up. What if I come over here? Still looks like an up. What if I come over here? Yeah. No matter where I look at it, it looks like an up, unless I look at it like this. But then I look at it like this, and it already broke. See that there? Tested that. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to be able to find the points in this one to tell me for sure. Because it still sort of looks like an uptrend. It's been trading in a range for a while right now. It's clearly in an uptrend since May. It feels like it's going straight with the market. It didn't. It's not. It hasn't been going with the market like super correlatively. Doesn't correlate completely. But you see, it does actually follow a little bit. And then it does its own thing. No, and then it fell. Investment bankers. I think this is more for trading in a range. Like you know for a fact that it's gonna stay a little bit within a big ass range over here. I come to the monthly stuff. Can we all it's gonna trade like 20 something. Maybe one day it'll come back over here during 18. I don't know what was happening at that point. But right now, during recession and all that kind of bullshit, if I want to make a trade for real, I want to play the big boys like the big boys do. It already broke down, man. 29. Came down here like this. It's totally dependent on the market. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow and I'm gonna see how it works with the market. And then tomorrow's a big day, so we'll see how it reacts to the market tomorrow. Tomorrow on 7/2/20. I'm gonna put it on my red list and see. All right, and that's all of them. Thank you very much for your time.